This video I want to talk about why carbs are not the enemy when it comes to weight loss, okay? And actually what is kind of a better thing to look at if you're trying to do weight loss. Personally, I'll talk about my own experience. When I went plant-based, I actually lost weight, and a very good amount of weight, without even trying. And I have another video on that, and I will leave a link down in the description so you can check that out. Essentially, I actually had to increase what I was eating in order to maintain my weight, and then in order to gain weight, I tried to, I was working out to try to build muscle, and I tried to increase my carb intake, and that wasn't really working. And I found out it wasn't until I really increased my fats, that is my healthy good fats, that my weight started to go up, okay? And this actually corresponds with some studies that have been done. There was a study, and I have another video on that in a blog post. I'll link to that. And basically this was done by Yale School of Medicine and I think it was the Committee for Responsible Physicians, something like that. Anyway, these guys, these were doctors, okay? And this was a legit study, and they found that people on a low-fat vegan diet lost significantly more weight than those on their own diet or a controlled diet. 16 pounds in, I think, 6 weeks, if I remember right, on average, something around there. But they concluded that the reason being is by cutting out your animal products, those tend to have a lot of calories. And why? It's because they have a lot of fats in them. So people were naturally consuming 150 less calories per day without even trying, just by cutting out animal products. And also fiber has an effect where you actually it's thermic effect or thermogenic, I can't remember which the term is, but it actually uses 10% more calories to digest and burn fiber, right? So you're automatically increasing the amount of calories that your body is naturally burning on its own just by eating more fiber, which comes when you eat plant-based, because you're eating a ton more fiber. Most people, the thing that is lacking in American culture, and probably around the world too, nowadays, is fiber. It's not a protein deficiency, it's a deficiency in fiber. People are not getting enough fiber. So that's why when you go plant-based, you get way more fiber. You get the fiber your body needs. That's one of the healthiest things you can get into your body to improve your health and longevity. Okay, and also, of course, to stay more regular, right? Who doesn't want to be more regular? So back to my point. So really, what is weight loss? Well, weight loss is, there's a magic formula, and it's very simple. Okay, weight loss is calories minus calories expended, right? Calories in versus calories expended. So if you are taking in more calories than you are using up, then you're gaining weight. If you are taking in less calories than your body is burning, then you're losing weight. It's that simple, okay? People have overcomplicated. It's not about carbs. It's not about protein. It's not about the macros, right? It's about calories. It's as simple as that. And so now, if you look at, this is where it's interesting, if you look at the amount of calories for each macro, right? Protein has 4 grams, has 4 calories per, I guess, gram per whatever unit's being measured. Carbs also have 4 calories, but fats have 9 calories for the same amount of food. 9 calories, that's over twice as many calories, right? So you can see right there why fats quickly add up to more and more calories, because they're, and anybody knows this, if you eat fried food, right? If you get stuff that's real greasy, it's just packed in calories. Okay, that's because of the fats, all right? And if your animal products tend to have lots of fats, that's why they have more calories in them. Okay, so when those are cut, then naturally calories are also cut. All right, so carbs get a bad rap in America. And now I think the reason being is there have been some diets in the past, like the Atkins diet, that cuts out carbs in particular, and people notice weight loss. And why is that? Well, the reason being is you're just cutting out calories. It's as simple as that, but people are overcomplicating it. So if you cut out any type of macro, whether it's fat, protein, or carbs from your diet, you're going to naturally consume less calories. That's all there is to it. So people are naturally just consuming less calories. Okay, and that's why they're losing weight. It doesn't matter which macro you cut out. The thing is, fats are way more calorie dense, so when you cut those out, you're going to lose a lot more weight. All right, and another benefit people kind of get from cutting out carbs too, and this is kind of I think one of the reasons why carbs were also demonized initially was the fact that if you look at a lot of carbs in America tend to be sugar, and sugar is not a natural or healthy carb, right? If you look at a piece of fruit, it's got fructose, it's got sugar that our bodies can naturally digest, and it's got fiber along with it. It's good for us, right? You're not going to get fat eating fruit, okay? Now, if you take, this is why sugar's gotten a bad rap, though. If you take like processed sugar, right? Now, in nature, you would never come across a whole field of processed sugar, right? It comes from sugar cane, and to get that, you would have to gnaw on that. You'd get fiber with that. You'd get very little amounts of the sugar that we actually get. When you get table sugar that's been processed, or the sugar that's been put in foods, it's been processed, it's been compacted down, and there's like way more calories than in that little bit that you would ever find in nature if you just went and you ate some sugar cane. All right, and there's other processed like modified corn syrup, stuff like that, which is also unhealthy, and it's also processed and not natural. So, and another thing is our bodies are not used to having all that sugar because it's not natural at one time, so it causes our blood sugar, our insulin and everything to spike, which causes our bodies to just store fat, right? Survival mechanism. So that's another thing. So that's one of the benefits, kind of offhand, of when people do like a low carb or an Atkins diet, is you naturally do cut out sugar, and sugar is not, I'm talking about processed sugar in foods, is not good for you and when it comes to weight loss. So, but the best thing you can do, right, is to do a low fat diet if you're trying to lose weight, and not worry about the carbs so much. Actually, you can eat as many carbs as you want as long as they're natural carbs. And this is completely true. If you look at cultures that eat lots of carbs, okay, the healthiest, most long-living societies in the world, this is called the blue zones, they eat lots of carbs. And look at Okinawa, Japan. They eat 66% of their diet is sweet potatoes, and then they're consuming other carbs on top of that. And these people are not overweight; they're very healthy. Okay, they also found, when they did the China study, they found that the Asians did not have the same overweight problem and obesity problems that Americans had, yet they were consuming significantly more carbohydrates as well. So they were eating good carbs. They were eating like whole grains. They eat lots of rice, right? Natural. You want to do brown rice, not necessarily white rice as processed. So anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Okay, carbs are not really the enemy. You know, they have been made to be the enemy when it comes to weight loss, but really, you know, if you're looking to lose weight, cut out the animal products. They have tons of fat, cut out the fat, cut out the fried unnatural foods that have a lot of that unnatural fats in them. Okay, if you need to do oil, switch to avocado oil or olive oil, much better for you. Um, and uh, and not the oils that have been heated to high temperatures, which makes them rancid. And cut out sugar. Don't worry about the carbs so much, but do avoid sugar, because we do want to do a not just a plant-based diet, but a whole food plant-based diet. And so even though sugar technically is plant-based, it's not a whole food plant-based. So we really want to aim for a whole food plant-based, because that's the healthiest and that's going to give us the best results. And guys, I appreciate you watching. If you found value in this video, please like it and also share it.